Hello there everybody. In today's video we're going to talk about just how much the Crown Vic cost me to own over the course of the last 28 months that I've owned this car. I've owned the car a little over 2 years. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So I'm not going to take this into the total maintenance cost, but just for full disclosure, the vehicle cost me $2,750 plus $412 to pay for Nova Scotia tax, bringing the total for the vehicle to $3,162. It is a 2007 and it had 121,000 kilometers on the vehicle when I purchased it, and now we are sitting at 143,800 kilometers on the car. So this car has had 6 oil changes. It was 5 to 6, and keep in mind all these prices are Canadian. And also on top of that, these are generally guesstimates, but they are pretty close to what the actual value would be, plus or minus 10 to 15%. So to start off, this vehicle has had 6 oil changes since I've owned it, for a total of $360 for all 6. The transmission was serviced at $200. Rear differential fluid was done for $200. The rear brakes for $250 when I bought the vehicle. It needed brake rotors and pads for the Mac. I got the police spec ones, so that was $250. It needed a tie rod end, or not tie rod end, it just needed a tie rod period in the left front side of the car. That was $160. The vehicle has had 2 alignments since I've owned it, for a total of $160. And then I had to buy new tires when I get the car. That was $525 to get rid of the bad Goodyear Eagle RSAs that were on it. They're not a great tire, let's all be honest there. The Cooper tires I have on it now are much better. And then I need to get new headlights and corner lights for it because they were super yellow and they probably wouldn't have passed inspection. So we got new headlights and corner lights. That was a total of $245, and I understand that could be much, much cheaper in the States, but unfortunately here in Canada, parts definitely cost a little bit more. And then we got the vehicle undercoated. Even though I haven't driven it in the winter yet, I will be this winter, but I got it undercoated last year before I stored it. That was about $60 from my friend. And then we had to get the power steering oil cooler done because that was leaking, so that was $135 with the labor of the part. And then we had to do the blend door actuator, or I shouldn't say we had to do it, we still have to do the blend door actuator. So the blend door actuator itself was $90 plus tax. And then I assume the labor is probably going to be a few hours on that. So we're just going to say the total for the blend door actuator is probably going to come out to be about $400 to $450. And then the e-brake had to get done, which was $75. And then the wheel bearing and hub in the left front was a total of $700 because the hub and bearing were both terrible. They both had to get replaced, and unfortunately the hub was $300 and the wheel bearing was $290 plus the labor on top of that, so that was $700. Then a sway bar link in the left front for $140, and then also had to do a coolant flush, bringing the total cost for maintenance alone on this vehicle to $3,720 for an average of $139 per month. Still much cheaper than a $400 car payment that a lot of people drive on. Then they have to pay for the maintenance on top of that, because a lot of people forget, just because you have a new car, you still got to pay for the maintenance on it. So $139 a month, not too bad, albeit hopefully it gets a little bit cheaper now because I got most of the stuff that need to get done on it finished up. So hopefully the car gets a little cheaper to drive. Hopefully nothing new breaks on it. I'm sure something will. I probably just jinxed myself. But yeah, that's the total. And then with the car, it comes out to almost $7,000 total over the course of the last 28 months of ownership. So this video is just kind of for full transparency, how much it really costs to maintain one of these. And I understand that this one's probably a little bit on the higher side for the maintenance, just because, like I said, the left front at one point or another was dinged up, so definitely had to get a couple parts replaced on it due to that. Otherwise, I'd definitely say that the overall maintenance costs would be a lot lower than what it actually is. And the previous owner just never changed the rear differential fluid or coolant or any of that and left me to do it, which I would have gotten done anyway, but it really had to get done when I first bought the car. So I'd say the maintenance cost is definitely above average for a Panther vehicle right now, but hopefully over the course of the next 6-7 months, nothing new really pops up and that average cost comes down. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, because I know there's a lot of Crown Vic videos out there, But at the end of the day, a lot of people don't really go over what their total cost of ownership is of the vehicle. So this has literally covered everything that I've done and or replaced to the car. So like I said, that total was $3,720, give or take 10 to 15%. So I've definitely put some money into this over the course of owning it. But like I said, hopefully now things will start to even out a little bit. Won't have to put a whole lot of money into it. It was just catching up on a lot of the maintenance when I bought the vehicle, and then doing a few things that the previous owner just did not get done on the vehicles. Like I said, the car had 75,000 miles on it, and it's sitting at 89,000 now. So I haven't really driven it that far over the last two and a half years, just because it's been winter stored for 2 winters. But this year, it's my daily driver, and it's going to stay that way for the foreseeable future. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and see you all next time.